A soccer ball slammed into the sand, sending grains flying everywhere straight onto Lily, who was lying on a small blanket, eyes closed, enjoying the warmth of the sun on the beach. In an instant, she jumped up in shock. "Hey, watch where you're kicking that ball!" She stood up quickly, brushing the sand off her body. Just then, Ryan came over to retrieve the ball, laughing. "Sorry," he said, "but it didn't sound like a real apology." From his laugh and careless attitude, Lily could immediately tell this was just another arrogant rich guy. As Lily was about to explode with anger, Emma picked up the ball near her feet and threw it back hard. The ball hit Ryan right in the face. Lily's anger instantly turned into a smile. "Go play somewhere farther away," she scolded him. While saying that, she noticed Ethan standing a little further away, waiting for Ryan to bring the ball back. With his wavy hair, broad shoulders, light stubble, and slightly muscular build, he looked like he had stepped straight out of a Hollywood movie. Lily had completely stopped talking. She was scanning Ethan from head to toe. Ethan was watching everything with a quiet smile. As Ryan walked back with the ball, Lily sat down on the empty sunbed between Emma and Zoe. "I hate rich people. They're so rude," Emma complained. Zoe agreed. "You're right, sweetie. To hell with all of them. Every rich brat I've ever met is exactly the same." But Lily seemed like she wasn't even hearing him. Her eyes were fixed on Ethan, who was now playing with the ball in the distance. As the sun set, the three friends gathered their belongings and placed them in the trunk of Lily's old Ford, which was about the same age as she was. As she tried to move between two parked cars, the vehicle suddenly lurched forward. Lily hadn't had her driver's license for long, and she still couldn't control the sudden jump this old car made when starting. In a split-second crash, they were thrown inside the car with the impact. When they came to their senses and looked at the car they had hit, all three of them were left speechless. A red Porsche 718. Ryan was the first to get out. "Hey, you did that on purpose, didn't you?" he snapped at the girls. Ethan stepped out of the driver's seat, and all three girls turned their eyes toward him. He calmly walked to the front of the car and took a quick look. There were only minor scratches, but Lily's car was not nearly as lucky. The right wheel was badly bent, making it impossible to drive. Lily and her friends got out of the car. The moment Lily saw the wheel, she couldn't hold back her tears. "How am I supposed to fix this? Why do all the bad things always find me?" Ethan was silently watching her. Ryan, on the other hand, kept going. "You're going to pay for our damage!" Emma and Zoe hugged Lily, trying to comfort her. Ethan finally stepped in. "Ryan, that's enough. I'm sorry. I should have been driving slower in the parking lot, too." He handed Lily his card. "I'd like to cover your damage." Lily took the card, but couldn't say a word. Ethan and Ryan got back into the car and disappeared from sight. By the time Lily's car was being taken away on a tow truck toward the repair shop, the sun had already set. 3 days had passed since the accident. After receiving a call from the repair shop, Lily's cheerful mood that morning vanished instantly. $800, the man on the phone said. Lily replied in a quiet, defeated voice. "I can't afford that right now." When she returned to the breakfast table, her mother Sarah immediately noticed something was wrong. Reluctantly, Lily explained everything. Michael lifted his head from the newspaper. "Don't worry, sweetheart. We'll find a way." Sarah frowned and looked at him. "How exactly are you going to handle it? You've been unemployed for 4 years, and you haven't even made an effort to find a job." "Lily is the one paying all the bills and groceries." Michael's face fell. Of course he wanted to find a job, but the only job he had ever had was as a file clerk in a large law firm. When the company went through its first crisis, he had been one of the first 15 people to be laid off. He was a man ready to do anything for his wife and daughter, but extremely unlucky when it came to work. Lily quickly stepped in to soften the brand. Tension. "It's okay. I can take the bus for a while." After work, Lily met Emma at a small, cozy cafe. She was 15 minutes late. As soon as she arrived, Emma understood why. Lily was out of breath. "Is your car still at the repair shop?" "Yes, unfortunately. And it looks like it's going to stay there for a long time." Emma leaned forward. Why don't you call that handsome guy? He admitted the accident was partly his fault. At least he should pay half. Zoe and I can help with the rest. Just then, the coffees arrived. Lily changed the subject deliberately. Well, here are our coffees. No matter what, she couldn't call Ethan for money. Emma insisted. You should call him now. Lily ended the discussion firmly. I'd rather take the bus for the rest of my life than call that rich jerk for money. And that was the end of it. On the 17th day, Lily's phone rang. Miss Lily, your car is ready. You can come pick it up. Lily couldn't believe what she was hearing. But how? I didn't make any payment. The fee has been paid, ma'am. Lily immediately thought, Emma and Zoe must have done this. Before going to work, she went straight to the repair shop. When she arrived, her eyes nearly popped out of their sockets. She saw the license plate. This can't be real, she whispered. But it was. It was her car. She screamed in shock. Hearing her, the shop owner came outside. Lily was hugging her car, crying. The old version of the car flashed before her eyes, rust everywhere. Faded red paint, worn out tires, torn seat covers. It had been nothing more than a piece of junk. But now, not a single rust spot. A blazing red paint job, new tires, new seat covers, new floor mats. Even the sound system had been replaced. Ma'am, the key is inside. Please drive carefully, the owner said kindly as he opened the door. Emma and Zoe, you're unbelievable, Lily thought. She got into the car and turned the ignition. The engine purred smoothly, no shaking, no weak sound. This is amazing. Thank you so much, she said excitedly, almost bouncing in her seat. The man smiled politely. Drive safely, ma'am. Lily drove straight to Zoe's house, completely forgetting she had work. As she approached, she called her. Come outside. Zoe stepped out and saw a red car approaching. Oh my God, Lily! She ran toward her. Lily jumped out and ran to Zoe. Thank you so much. You're incredible. They hugged. Zoe pulled back, confused. What are you talking about? Lily's expression changed. Wait, wasn't it you and Emma? Zoe shook her head. You know, we'd love to, but we can't afford something like that. Then who did this? At that moment, Emma arrived with a sly smile. I think that rich guy had something to do with it. After calming down, Lily took a day off from work. I should sell the car and throw the money in his face, she said angrily. Emma shook her head. You're overreacting. He fixed his mistake, Zoe agreed. Just call and thank him. You'll probably never see him again anyway. Lily sighed. Maybe you're right, but deep inside, something still didn't feel right. That evening, around 8 o'clock, Lily sat at the dinner table, playing with her food, lost in thought. Sweetheart, if you're done, you can clear your plate, Sarah said. Lily snapped back to reality, took her plate to the kitchen, then went upstairs without saying a word. In her room, she took out Ethan's card. Ethan Walker. She dialed the number but couldn't press call. After a deep breath, she finally did. Hello? Her heart was racing. She didn't know what to say. Hello? Hello? Ethan repeated, just as he was about to hang up. Mr. Ethan. He immediately recognized her voice. This is Lily, from the accident. I just wanted to thank you. You really didn't have to do that. I'll pay you back as soon as possible, Ethan interrupted gently. No, that's not necessary. But if it works for you, you can buy me a coffee tomorrow. Of course, I'd love to. Then I'll see you tomorrow. That night, Lily could hardly sleep. She kept thinking about what to wear, where they would meet, what they would talk about. By the time she finally fell asleep, it was already 2 a.m. The next day, they met at a small cafe on a quiet street, away from the city crowds. Ethan was right on time. His white shirt, white pants, and sun-kissed skin made him impossible not to notice. Lily was definitely impressed. When their coffees arrived, she blushed slightly. I thought you were a spoiled rich jerk, but I guess I was wrong. She immediately realized how rude that sounded. Ethan just laughed. It's okay. People who don't know me always think that. But while Lily was affected by him, Ethan couldn't take his eyes off her either. Her soft brown hair resting on her shoulders, her smooth skin, her small nose, her gentle voice. He was memorizing every detail. More than 2 hours had passed when the waiter approached. "We're closing now." They stood up and walked out together. Ethan moved a little closer. Trying to catch her scent, it felt like a fresh spring breeze. Lily suddenly stopped and turned to him. Ethan looked confused. "We're at my car." "Oh, right. I didn't recognize it like this." "It looks amazing." Lily stepped closer and gently kissed his cheek. "Thank you." Then she got into her car and drove away slowly. Ethan stood there, watching her until she disappeared.